Tunde Adebayo wasn't just another waiter at the Grove. He had a knack for making customers feel valued no matter their background, with his easy smile and calm demeanor. He was a favorite among regulars to Adebayo. Every person deserved respect, whether they wore a business suit or a pair of faded jeans. That Tuesday afternoon, the restaurant was unusually quiet. The gentle hum of soft jazz filled the air as the staff moved about, setting tables and polishing glasses. The sound of the doorbell chiming broke the stillness, and Adebayo looked up to see a teenage boy walk in, flanked by two Sharpie men in suits. It was clear this was no ordinary guest. Even though Adebayo knew who Barron Trump was, he welcomed him in the same way he would for any other client. Adebayo greeted them with the same warmth he offered everyone else. "Welcome to the Grove table, for one." Barron nodded and chose a booth near the window. Adebayo led him there, handing him a menu. "Take your time," he said with a smile. Barron scanned the menu quickly and placed his order, a simple cheeseburger and soda. Adebayo made no comment about the straightforward choice and nodded politely. Coming right up as Adebayo headed to the kitchen, his manager, Mr. Walter, intercepted him. "Do you know who that is?" Walter asked sharply. Adebayo glanced back at the booth. "No, sir, should I? That's F.A. Trump." Walter hissed, "His father's, I know who his father is." Adebayo replied calmly, "Then you understand this is delicate." Walter snapped, "Stick to the basics. No small talk, no unnecessary interactions, and for heaven's sake, don't make us look bad." Adebayo nodded. Hiding his irritation, he focused on preparing the boy's order when he brought the food out. He noticed Barron's quiet. "Thank you." Adebayo returned to his other tables, but kept an eye on the booth as Barron prepared to leave. Something caught Adebayo's eye. Barron's wall, it lay on the seat forgotten. Without hesitation, Adebayo called out, "Excuse me, you forgot this." Barron turned a flicker of surprise in his expression as Adebayo handed him the wallet. "Thank you," he said. Adebayo smiled and nodded, but as he returned to his duties, he felt Walter glare boring into him later that evening. When the rush had died down, Walter called Adebayo into his office. "You're fired." Walter declared, his tone devoid of sympathy. Adebayo frowned with confusion. Why he asked you?" "Broke protocol," Walter said coldly. "You could have jeopardized our reputation." Stunned, Adebayo walked out that night with the weight of injustice heavy on his shoulders. Adebayo's apartment was quiet. The night next morning, he sat on the couch staring at his laptop screen as job listings blurred together. No matter how hard he searched, nothing seemed right. He'd poured years into his career at the Grove, and now it was all gone. Over something so trivial, just as he was about to close his laptop, his phone buzzed on the coffee table. The screen displayed an unknown number. "Hello, Adebayo," and answered. Expecting a telemarketer or a wrong number. "Is this Tunde Adebayo?" a deep voice asked. "Yes, this is him. May I ask who's calling? This is Donald Trump for a moment." Adebayo thought it was a prank. He hesitated. Mr. Trump?" "Yes," Trump replied. "My son Barron told me about what happened at the restaurant yesterday. He said you helped him when he left his wallet behind. Adebayo was taken, it wasn't a big deal, sir. Anyone would have done the same." "Well, apparently not," Trump said. "And I heard your manager fired you because of it. That's unacceptable." Adebayo remained silent, unsure of what to say. Trump continued, "You seem like a good man." "Adebayo, I don't tolerate people being punished for doing the right thing. Here's what I'm going to do. I have a position for you at one of my properties. Name the role you want and we'll make it happen." Adebayo blinked his thoughts. "Racing. I don't know what to say." "Sir?" "Say yes." Trump said, "My assistant will contact you with the details." Before Adebayo could respond, the line went dead. He stared at his phone in disbelief, replaying the conversation in his mind. Could this really be happening? The Trump International Hotel was a world. Adebayo had never imagined stepping into towering above the bustling streets. Its sleek design and luxurious interior seemed a universe away from the Grove. Adebayo adjusted his tie as he walked through the grand revolving doors. A receptionist greeted him warmly. "Mr. Adebayo, welcome. Mr. Trump has arranged a meeting with our executive team inside a conference room with floor-to-ceiling windows." Adebayo was introduced to a group of polished professional faces. The discussion was thorough but welcoming. They asked him about his background, his skills, and where he saw himself fitting in. By the end of the meeting, Adebayo was offered a managerial position in guest relations. The role came with response possibilities he'd never dreamed of, and a salary that left him speechless over the next few weeks. Adebayo dove into his new job. The staff respected him. The guests appreciated his dedication, and for the first time in a long time, he felt valued. Months passed and Adebayo's life transformed. But one evening he received an invitation. He couldn't refuse a dinner with the Trump family seated in a private dining room. Adebayo felt a mixture of nervousness and gratitude. Barron greeted him warmly. No longer the reserved boy he'd first met. "Thank you." Barron said, "You didn't have to help me that day, but you did. My dad says people like you are rare." Donald Trump raised his voice to Tunde Adebayo, a man who reminds us all that kindness is never wasted. The applause of around the table was loud, but Adebayo's smile was quiet and sincere. In that moment, he knew the simple act of helping someone had changed his life forever. And this brings us to the end of the story. Thank you for watching till the end. I hope you enjoyed the story. If you did, don't hesitate to like the video and share it with your friends too. Subscribe to our channel and turn on the notification bell for more fascinating stories. Have a nice day.